Like, you got to help him out a little bit here. Let's go to Los Angeles now, where you two are. Tonight, the reigning champs will take on the Lakers, who are currently 15.5-point underdogs heading into Game 1 against the Thunder. Now, if this holds, this would be the longest underdog role in any game of LeBron's career, regular season or playoffs. The current high of Game 1 is the 2018 NBA Finals when the Cavs were 13-point underdogs. So, if the Lakers somehow pull this off, they win this series, I'm not just talking about one game, I'm talking about the whole series, where would beating Oklahoma City rank for LeBron on his long list of accomplishments? Cameron, why don't you go first?
He's tied up with Jordan.
What?
If he not necessarily wins the series, if he wins this championship, he's tied up with Jordan. I'm sorry, Steve. Michael Jordan is my GOAT too. I'm sorry. You got to realize this, right, Perk? Let's say not just the series. Let's say the next championship LeBron wins. How many rings he got, Stephen?
That would be 5.
No, it wouldn't.
If he has a ring, you said if he wins the chip?
Yeah.
He's got 4 championships. It would be his 5th.
But his son got one, so it's 6. 6 rings in the James family. Same amount as Mike. That's what you've been beefing about this whole time. This whole time you've been talking about 6 rings. It'll be 6 rings in the James household if the Lakers win the championship this year. So it'll be tied up with Mike. So I don't want to even hear that argument anymore. But as far as winning this series, Shay, realistically, it's a tall task to ask. I don't know if no, they're not going to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. They haven't beat them all season. Luka's out. They're saying he might could come back. Austin Reeves, look, they're the best backcourt in the NBA when you have them healthy. Luka and Austin Reeves, most points, 56 points a game. And they can't do anything with J-Dub or Shea. And J-Dub hasn't really been there most of the season, but at the end of the day, I don't think that the Lakers are going to win this series. But if they do win this series, and in some type of way they do get to the championship and win, Stephen A., I don't care, 6 rings in the James household. That's been your biggest argument.
That hasn't been my biggest argument. My biggest argument has been a multitude of other things. 10-time scoring champion, 6-time champion, 6-time NBA Finals MVP, never allowing the finals to get to a Game 7, 9 times All-NBA defensive first team. I mean, there's been a plethora of things. Don't get me started. It ain't just one thing. But listen, what we don't want to do, listen, we asked the question for the purposes of First Take is the debate show. I get it. Let me just put this to bed. Ain't no way in hell Los Angeles Lakers beating Oklahoma City Thunder. There's only one way it would happen if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went down and got injured. As long as he on the court playing, it's a wrap. Just book it, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because L.A. is in a good mood. They just won. They beat Houston, sent KD and the crew home and all of that stuff. The weather's sunshine in Southern California. We all in a good mood. We don't want our mood ruined by the Lakers being at Crypto.com arena across the street, and then they get blown out of the damn building. No, get blown out in Oklahoma City. All right, we got that part, because that's what's going to happen tonight. That's what's going to happen tonight. Understand there's levels to this, and I'm looking at Shea Butter doing what he's doing, and everybody, you got these idiots calling into my radio show, literally complaining he flopping or he getting fouled. I'm like, it's Shea Butter you talking about here. The brother's 6'7", got a mid-range, they missed the mid-range, can finish at the basket, can pull up for 3, got a nasty handle. The brother's all-world, 4th consecutive year, he's averaging over 30. The brother's unstoppable. It's just that simple. There's levels to this. And the Lakers are about to find out tonight what that level looks like. They're about to be reminded of it. It's just that simple.
Can I ask you something real quick before we go to break? Who's better, Shai Gilgeous or Jalen Brunson?
Shai Gilgeous.
Thank you. Okay. Just for the Knicks.
I mean, I love Jalen Brunson. But Shea Butter's Shea Butter.
Thank you. That's it.
I mean, we ain't going to lose our minds now.
Thank you. That's it.
Just like you ain't going to lose your mind with LeBron being the GOAT over MJ. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, let me say this. I'm not going to even address this topic because the Lakers' chances of beating the Thunder, I got a better chance of having breakfast with Beyonce and Oprah in the morning than they do of having a chance at winning this series. That's number one. Number two, both of you guys are wrong. Stephen A., you know I stand at already with this whole GOAT conversation, but Cam, you're wrong. all this Bron got to win another ring to look Jordan in the eye or be at the same dinner table with Jordan. No. We already looking at Bron as the greatest of all time. And I repeat, we could go down the list of things. Both of them, their resumes are longer than the CVS receipt. But when it comes down to pressure, the word pressure is no other athlete in the history of sports, not just the game of basketball, that's been under amount of pressure like LeBron James since the age of 16. Not one other athlete was on the cover of Sports Illustrated labeled the chosen one. Not one other athlete came into the league with the expectations of living up to Michael Jordan and has exceeded expectations. He was set up to fail. It's video footage of his teammates that before he got into the league that was hating on him. His own teammates were hating on him before he was drafted in 2003 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we could go with all this championship stuff, and Jordan got 6 rings and all this stuff. But when it comes down to longevity and it comes down to pressure, is no other athlete ever in sports that was under the amount of pressure like LeBron James. With that being said, this is why he's the greatest of all time.
You can look at it that way if you want to, which you choose to do with your fellow 2003 McDonald All-American teammate.
That's what I was just about to say.
Let's not leave that out.
I was just about to say that. Every time I see you, Big Perk, I played with LeBron. Me and LeBron played together. I'm in my second career already. Look at him. He's still doing this. This is favoritism. It's a bunch of favoritism.
All right.
What? Michael Jordan doesn't do game sevens.
That's right. We accuse you of favoritism.
Yeah, it's favoritism because you're in the same era. In the same era as LeBron James. Y'all played together for years. And now he's still playing, and you say, oh, I'm in my second act. Look what he's still doing. No, Michael Jordan don't do game sevens, and Bron is my man.
Yeah, listen, it remind me when Jay Farrell was on Saturday Night Live imitating me. He said, Dwayne Wade, blah, blah, blah. I would know. We've showered together. That's what he said. That's how the hell you sound when you're talking about LeBron. But that's neither here nor there, Big Perk. Here's the reality of the situation. LeBron has exceeded expectation. I ain't taking nothing away from him. There are over 5,400 plus players in the history of basketball spanning 75 plus years in the NBA, and I got him number 2 all time. He's that great. But if you want to see, this is where the problem comes in, because if I sit up there and I say something, we hate, and even though I got the man number 2 all time, right? I'm going to ignore the choke job against Dallas. I'm going to ignore, 4 consecutive fourth quarters. I'm going to ignore that you allowed yourself to be guarded by Jason Terry and J.J. Barea. I'm going to ignore that because that damn sure never happened to Michael Jordan. So when you look at it, I'm just saying the bottom line is we're only talking about 1 and 2. We're not talking about disrespect. We're not talking about an absence of greatness. We're not talking about an absence of reverence or being deified as a basketball god, which when LeBron James is right there on the Mount Rushmore. He's phenomenal. And by the way, he is the GOAT of longevity. There is no one that has been this great, this long as LeBron James. But that don't mean at his best he was Michael Jordan at Michael Jordan's best. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you're not saying much because you're not keeping it real all the way. LeBron James, you could talk about what he did against Dallas, but he also has the greatest championship of all time. What he did to the Golden State Warriors. You mean when the commissioner that you call the great commissioner gave him the stimulus package and suspended Draymond Green for the Game 5, and then Bogut and Iguodala got hurt? You understand? And neither was
Steph
Curry
for the rest of the series.
You mean that? And Steph Curry was hurt that series too.
Steph
Curry was hurt that series too. I'm just saying, a lot happened this way.
That's the greatest championship of all time.
That's the greatest championship.
That's what he says.
That's what Perkins said.
same. This is the same. This is the same. After one game, you got at San Antonio possibly getting swept, but we supposed to ignore the New York Knicks and what they did. This is how you are. This is how you are, and Cameron called you out on it, Perk. Plain and simple. Sit there and deal with it.
Let me just keep this real. It sounds like everyone's mind is already made up, so forget it. If the Lakers beat Oklahoma City, it ain't gonna matter, Perk. You're gonna feel the same way. If the Thunder lose to the Lakers, it don't matter to Stephen A. either. Cameron, it doesn't sound like it matters to you either. Don't matter to me either.